Let me switch this around. Hey everybody, it's me, Aggie. Welcome. Happy Friday. Yay, it's Friday. And welcome Alicia, our newest member. And I'm hopping on here to show you how I make a pallet board. You guys were interested in that when you saw the one that I used for the bunny class that we just did. So here's another one that I had laying in my garage. And here's what the back looks like. I know you guys didn't get to see the back. Sorry about that. There you go. There it is. So I'm going to tell you exactly how I do this and what I buy and everything, all the things, and the tool that I use. Hey, Shelly. And they are by no means perfect. When I did these, it was for these paint parties I was doing locally, and I just wanted to get them done. I didn't put a lot of pride into them, but anytime I did do a paint party with one of these, it always increased the price at least $10, because, I mean, this adds up. So anyway, I go to Home Depot to get the wood, and it's their common board. And so I don't know why it is, but when you measure a board, here's the, I'm going to assemble one for you guys, but when you measure a board, it's never, like this is actually 5.5 inches wide, but when you buy it, it's the 6-inch wide common board. Here's the tag on it. This wood is from Sweden. So there you go, right there. It's a 1 by 6 inch by 8 foot. So these are the 8-foot common boards that I was buying. And so from that 8-foot board, I would ask them to cut it I'd ask them to do 3 cuts, yielding me 4 2-foot long pieces out of each board. And then I would use 3 boards to create this palette. Okay, so there it is. I would use, so it takes 3 boards across. Now you could do yours 4 across or whatever you'd like. I also did an alternate version when we did the snowmen, and I can take you and show you my snowman over there really super quick. Oh, I gotta get Deborah back in the chat. Okay. Shelly, oh, never mind. We'll figure it out. So this is my snowman. So that happens to be, I think that's 4 foot long. So I also made those 4 foot long pallet boards when we did the snowman, and everybody went crazy over those, crazy. They loved that snowman class. Anyway, we should have done that too. I didn't think of that. Next year we'll do a snowman class like that on the pallet board. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so I keep getting questions from somebody who's thinking of joining. Okay, so so you would figure out how many you need based on how many pallet boards you want to create, because if you're going to do the 3 across, this is 16.5, because each board is actually 5.5, 15, 16.5. Yeah, so it's 16.5 by 24. That's what size this is, and it's a very nice size, really, you know. So, but you could do yours any size you want. You could figure out, maybe you want to have them 4 foot, cut 4 foot, or whatever you want to do. You don't have to buy 8-foot pieces. You could buy a different length if you want. I forgot the different lengths that it comes in. So the other thing you're going to need is the furring strips. And I buy the cheapest furring strips that they have there. These are 1 by 2 by 8. So this is the tag for them. They're 1 inch by 2 inch by 8 inch, and they're called furring strips. And this is what you need to attach the 3 boards together, right? That's what these are. These are furrings, the 1 by 2 by 8s. And these I had cut to 14 inches. Well, it's actually 13 3/4. but whatever. They probably started out at 14 inches, and by the time they cut down the whole 8-foot thing, it changed from the blade width. So yeah, I mean, I just came in basically a couple of inches on each side. You want this board to make good contact with you want the furring strip to make good contact with all 3 of your boards so that it'll be strong enough. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I make it now. All right, so the thing that I use is a Ryobi nail gun. And here it is, and I love this thing. I do have the battery in right now, so I don't want to accidentally make a nail come out of there. If I hit this gray trigger, it comes out of here. And of course, you got to be really, really careful with this thing. So anyway, this is the most awesome thing. I actually really love this tool. It was not cheap. It wasn't real expensive either. I want to say it was around $150 or something like that. Well worth it. And the nice thing about Ryobi, and I don't get anything by selling them or anything, but the battery pack is interchangeable with all the other tools that they sell. And I have since bought several other Ryobi tools so that I can reuse the battery. They even have a glue gun, a cordless glue gun that you can use this battery with. I just saw that the other day, some YouTube lady that tries everything. I forgot her name. It's like Anita Tries It. And she actually had a hot glue gun by Ryobi. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, the brads are very important. The nails that you use have to be just the right length. Hey, Janet. Hey, Lisa. They have to be just the right length to go through not only your furring strip, but it has to go into this board a decent amount also, or else it won't hold. And so when you measure this, it's supposed to be 1 by, and even though it says it's 1 by 6 by 8 foot, it's actually 3/4 of an inch. I don't know why that is that way with wood, but I have always known that. Same thing with the furring strip. It's a 1 by 2, but it's actually, wow, this furring strip is actually 5/8 of an inch wide. From the depth of it. So you need a nail that's going to go through all the way through this, which is 5/8 of an inch, and then into this at least halfway, which is 3/4 of an inch. So I asked the guy at Home Depot which one should I told him exactly what I was doing, and I'm like, tell me exactly what I need. I do not want these falling apart. And so he said to get the 1 1/4 inch brads, and that's what I got, and they worked fine. So this is the length of the nail. It's called a brad because it doesn't really have a nail head on it. It's more or less, it looks like a pin almost. I don't have a single one to show you, but this is what they look like. They're all in a row. So it really doesn't have a nail head. It's kind of I don't know. You can kind of see what it has on the end. So anyway, these are brads. I had never seen them before. I'm not a tool girl. My dad was a jerk. Didn't show me any of this stuff. So, I'm not a tool girl. So this is all new to me. And, but if I can do this, anybody can do this. Okay. So anyway, here we go. Let's do it, right? Here's my assembled one. I'll leave over here. And I'm just going to use 3 pieces of bad wood that I've had laying around that are like, this one has a split in it. And this one has a split in it this way. So this is going to just be like a garbage one, but that's okay. It's for educational purposes. And look at this one. It has some real funky stuff going on. I don't know what that is when that happens to a piece of wood, but it's like wood rot, right? So we'll just put that on the back side. So all you want to do is lay them down on a level surface. And by the way, when you get these cut, they're not going to be perfect. I'm going to take this out of the mount and show you. They are not going to all be the exact same length. As much as they're going to try, and these guys are very nice at Home Depot. I was actually very intimidated about, wait, let me fix this. I was very intimidated about going in there. You know, usually Home Depot is filled with men, and, you know, going up to them and having them cut wood for me, I was just like, I don't know, it was hard for me. I was really intimidated. So anyway, see how this one is a different length? I have them all lined up on the bottom. So you could do this to line them up on the bottom. And then you can see that they're not, it's not lined up at the top. And you know what? Just deal with it. Just go with it. You know, that's just the way it's going to be. Or you can try finding 3 that are the same length, but inevitably it's going to be hard. I don't know what it is. I think it's something about the blade thickness that that'll be the first thing they tell you. They can't guarantee that they're all going to be exactly 2 feet long. They just can't do it. It's an inaccuracy on their machine or something. So anyway, that might be a deal breaker for you. And if so, you know, that's okay. But anyway, all right. So, actually I should have the back up. So let's do it. So make it so that your good side is down. Your good side is down on the table. And the bad side is up, because we're going to put these things on the back. It's funny, this way they all line up. Oh my God, is that weird? They all line up perfect now. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Okay, and then I'm going to put this, and sometimes wood is a little bit wobbly. It's a little bit warped. So find the best way that it's not going to be as wobbly. This is rocking and rolling over here, but oh well. Just going to deal with it. And then usually I just kind of center this so that it works. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, you guys can see it pretty good, right? So that it's, and I never measured it or anything like that. I didn't get that anal about it. Usually, you know, that amount there, it's pretty centered. That's good enough for me. And then you just take the nail gun. And the more nails you put in, the more secure it'll be. At least 3 nails in each board is what I would do. And I ran out of brads. So what I do, I'm ultra safe. I pop the battery out first, just so that I won't accidentally staple myself. Then you unlock this safety thing here. So there's this latch. You got to unlatch it. And I don't have strong hands. So you unlatch it and open up the chamber. Squeeze this trigger and this thing slides open, and you put the brads in this little slider drawer here. So let me get another batch of brads. Pop them in there like that. Oh, wait, first I gotta close the door. Hold on. So first I'm gonna close this door. Let's see, how do I do that again? So it latches like this. You put the latch over that thing, and then you clamp that down. Okay, now this door is locked. Put the brads in. And I haven't picked this thing up in probably a year, so I can't believe I even remembered this. I hope I didn't just curse myself. And then you slide this closed. I don't have it in the right position. Hold on. Okay, then I'm gonna put the battery back in. And then I'm ready to go back and nail. Hopefully it'll work. Yay! And you know, oh, that one popped out really weird. I don't know why that happened. That's never happened before. That's weird. So I don't know how I'd get that one out because it's messed up. It figures, right? There's one weird brad that popped out that way, but I can probably get a pliers and pull that out. So anyway, that's literally it. And don't ask me how now it lines up. Well, it is off a little bit. But there it is. Knot. Oh, probably hit a knot. Yeah. Right? So anyway, there it is. Not too bad, right? Pretty easy. I mean, with using this thing. So this is called an airstrike. It's a Ryobi airstrike. Take this back onto there. It scares me. But when I found out that they had a nail gun like this, I don't remember how I found out about it, but that was like a game changer for me. That's why I had to go buy it. I had to go buy it. And I'm glad I did because it really worked out great. So anyway, you guys, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And I'll create I should take pictures and make this into a whole thing, but I will, I'll save this in the guides and put it in the basics, the first unit, so that, and I'm just gonna call it how to make a pallet board. I need a Home Depot trip now. I need to see if those strips are cheaper than my other frame boards. Okay. Oh, the furring strips. You're gonna see if the furring strips are cheaper. I don't remember how much they were. Those happened to be 8 foot long. Yeah. You could probably price them out. You could probably call your Home Depot and find out how much they are. When I trimmed my bangs last time, I trimmed too much over here. I hate this when I see this piece. Anyway, hey Lisa. We have 2 Lisas. We've got a lot of duplicate names. We've got a few Teresas. We've got a couple Lisas. We've got some Michelles. We got all these duplicate names. It's so funny. Karens. Anyway, happy Friday. So that's it. I'll put this in the guides, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for joining me.